lost on the way up this godforsaken mountain and any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Tholmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Of course. Just bring it to me when you find it.
There's not enough drinking in the world today. You agree? I will just rest here a moment. Although it is damnably cold out here.
Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir. The Tholmor Embassy welcomes you.
Find myself a drink.
Welcome, I believe. And you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
It's news, but lately it seems that every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Yorland Grain.
What can I get for you?
It's not really.
You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Yes, what do you need? Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you? We seem to have run out of Colovian brandy. I'll check in the wine cellar for more when I get a moment.
Yes, I agree.
What can I get for you, sir?
Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim?
Well, there might be nothing to it, but I've heard that the feud between the Greymanes and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Freya Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
None of these people cares a whit about the religious aspects of this war. Another sign of the degeneracy of your empire. There is peace now, and that peace will continue for as long as it suits our needs. But make no mistake, this is not a peace forged out of necessity between rival nations of equal strength. It is more like the calm between storms, and the next storm, I think, will be far deadlier than the last.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits.
I lead the Justiciars. We are charged with enforcing the ban on Talos worship. Nords can be quite stubborn. They're slow to change their ways, and we find more heretics every day. But mark me well. I will purge the heresy from this land as surely as the flame burns the flesh from the bone. There are those in the Empire who would wish to evade their obligations to help root out the Talos heresy. Fortunately, those most opposed to the Emperor's wise policy have now branded themselves traitors as well as heretics. I am here to remind the ruling classes of Skyrim that their loyalty to the Emperor requires cooperation with the Tholmor.
Splendid. Call if you have need of me.
These Stormcloaks are nothing more than an armed mob. This war won't
At least
last much
Ulfric's
longer.
men are willing to fight for their principles, barbaric as they
If your eyes and your ears are open, and your mind is free of judgment and expectation, You might learn much in this chamber. There are words spoken and words unspoken. Beware these Thalmor, for they are adept in both languages. For this reason, I avoid them when I can. Fair faces and fine food are well and good, but honesty is rarely so pleasing. Well, I did see something interesting not long ago.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir. What can I get for you? I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment. I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment. Until next time.
Is the food and drink to your liking?
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir.
And thank you for asking.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it then.
The Grey Quarter in Windhelm is little better than a slum. It's shameful that the Dark Elves are made to
It's good practice. Most people barely notice what I'm playing.
By the way, have you heard any interesting...
I hope you're enjoying the music, sir.
Have you visited Rorikstead lately?
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by. The harvest at Rorikstead is always bountiful.
I'm so glad you could attend today.
Vines.
Please, help yourself to more wine. Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors. Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war. As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim.
I'm not sure that it's news, but lately it seems that every blacksmith in Skyrim is out to prove that he's the equal of Yorland Greymane.
Do enjoy yourself.
Comparison, if you ask me. After all, Yorland works the Skyforge. How is any smith going to compete with that?
Ellenwen always throws quite a party. I never miss one if I can help it. You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in Solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money. But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl! What's your name, dear?
Ah, Freda, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
This war has taken a toll on the merchants of Skyrim. Let's hope that it ends soon for their sake.
You speak truly. Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
Well, I did hear that the Argonians have been banned from living inside the walls of Limbo. They're only allowed on the city docks now. Most of them sleep together in one building, and they're as poor as wretches.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become...
I hope you're enjoying yourself. What can I get? I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough of the moment.
Have you heard any news from the other parts of Skyrim?
Well, I did see something
We're not supposed to
interesting
talk to
not
the
long
guests.
ago. There were
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink
outside the
around
walls
here?
of Whiterun.
What does a
Since they've
fellow
been
need to
traveling
do to
around
get
the
a
whole
drink
Skyrim
around here?
peddling their wares. Got to admire their courage.
You must be
Something
new
like
around
that,
here.
dragons on
Bad
the
manners
roofs
to
of
ask such a
Whiterun.
direct question at one of Ellenwyn's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not.
Thank you for asking. Excellent. I'll leave you to it.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me.
Complaints?
It pleases me to hear you say so.
You speak truly. Have you heard any interesting rumors of late?
My friend, a toast to a beautiful friendship.
Yes, what do you need? Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Is it good fortune? The blessings of the divines?
My friend, of course, I would do anything. Is stand back and behold my handiwork.
Yes, what do you need? All right then.
Attention, everyone. Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make.
Let's go, before anyone notices us.
To Ellenwyn, our mistress. I speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely. And that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although... most of you are already in bed with her. But again...
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick.
Who comes, Malburn? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Zavani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
It's been some time since I've had...
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Several Khajiit. Outside the walls of Whiterun. Seems they've been traveling around the whole of Skyrim, peddling
Let me do the job. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
with dragons on the loose and a war going on.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself. About all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, huh? Now, I have work to do. Lead me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs, is that it? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like and see how he answers.
No,
Anybody there?
I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now,
I knew he was telling the truth. I can always tell.
Nothing here after all.
He can't treat me like that. He needs me.
Huh?
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to. Master Rollindale will ask the questions.
Let's begin again.
No, for pity's
You know
sake.
the rules.
I've already told you everything.
Start at the beginning, as usual. If you persist in this stubbornness, I'll have...
catching my breath. Why wouldn't I tell you again? I don't even know anything. There's an old man. He lives in Riften. He could be this Esbern you're looking for, but I don't know. He's old and seemed kind of crazy. That's all I know.
And his name is...
You don't know his name. Like... Already told you 100.
You know the rule. Just answer the questions. And where can we find this nameless old man?
Oh, like I said, I don't know. I've seen him down in the Ratway. Maybe he lives down there, but I don't know for sure.
That will be all for now. I must say I continue to be disappointed in your lack of cooperation. I hope next time... You will do better.
What else do you want from me? I've already told you everything. Listen, if you let me go, I can take you to Riften, show you where... Ah! Oh!
Listen up, spy.
Silence,
You're
prisoner.
trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move. Slowly. Is someone there?
Never should have come. Not like this.
Time for you humans to learn your
Your time is at its end.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. Whatever you want. But let's go, now.
to help me, so thanks. You didn't have to help me, so thanks.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Ah, a letter from the Jarl. Moving up in the world, eh? Looks like that's it. Got to go.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Oh. You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. What is it?